Previously on Being Human.
How did you die?
I have no idea. I just spent my night watching Danny and Bridget simper and swoon over each other.
Who is Bridget?
My best friend, who I've known since 3rd grade, who I now realize is also a brutal whore.
Bishop wants us to go after more people of influence.
The hospital is off limits for recruiting. I want to take you out.
You talk to me again, it's your ass.
Mm-hmm. You know, you suck at being a werewolf.
What are you talking about?
I'm a werewolf, too.
Ray's a pretty decent guy. He doesn't have a place to stay. I was thinking maybe he could crash here for a while.
Really? Because we hardly know him.
What are you gonna do? Rip me to shreds in this kitchen and prove to your friend Josh what a murderous scum we both know you to be?
There are vampires in there?
Ah! Tear him apart!
Every culture has its own way of saying goodbye. Comforts and the rituals that prepare the living for death. They ease the journey into what comes after. Assuming there is an after. But in the end, death is a journey you take alone. For some of us, that journey takes us on a hidden path through a darker forest, where instead of answers, we find a whole new set of questions.
This is the carotid artery. There's one on each side of the neck. I'm ready. Shut up and listen.
You hit it clean, and it's like tapping straight into a geyser. You can decide later if you're a lefty or a righty. That's right. The first gush is the freshest, the sweetest, isn't it? Now, it is customary to share your first kill.
I feel like I am in a submarine that is about to blow. You have to stop.
This isn't me.
Ever since you got back from talking to Danny and Bridget, it has been Amityville tar plumbing. You are poltergeisting your own house.
I said goodbye. I made my peace. I gave them my blessing.
But why does it sound like the house is gonna eat us?
I don't know. I'm not trying to do anything.
Okay, well, so there's just nothing that you're upset about?
No?
Nothing?
I don't know how to make it stop.
That might be me. I just flooded the toilet.
I think that the fact that we are drowning in sewage is a sign you should be moving on. Now, you've been here for a month.
Yeah, I got so much joy in me, not even your cadaverous mug can ruin it. starving after last night. There's nothing like a little late-night exercise to get the appetite going.
I'm sure I don't want to know what you're talking about.
There he is. Sleeping it off.
What happened there?
Oh, gee, that was just some drunk idiots being idiots.
They were baked, all bloated up. City has an element. That's why I like the country. Woods, nature. But those degenerates, they picked the wrong night to walk on them.
Right.
And this boy, this with the puppy eyes, he's a killer. It's the shy ones you gotta watch out for.
This sink's,
I know. Call a plumber.
I'll call Danny. Do you want to ride tonight?
You're off the hook. Me and Josh are turning together.
Really?
You're right. You sure about that?
Hey. We're gonna meet at the shed after sunset, right? I just hope it's not too much of a letdown after stomping the crap out of them fangers last night.
I have to go mail something, so.
We're gonna run together. Unleashed.
Papa's holding.
What's the story?
Dahmer out there attacked him. Was ripping out this guy's neck with his teeth. Our guy stabbed him, but he's so tweaked on PCP or something, he just...
I need the priest! The priest!
Now he finds religion convenient. Eat it!
Mr. Sarin? Mr. Sarin, do you remember me? I'm Aiden.
I'm a nurse.
Yes, and I thought we said goodbye yesterday.
I screwed up. I screwed it up! I need help over here.
You know what? I got this.
I can't hear your heart.
Who did this to you? Who turned you?
You're one of us. Help me! I didn't see the knife. The cops were on me before I could.
Why were you asking for the priest? Did he do this?
Get me out!
How many others did he turn?
Help me!
Saturday!
Stop him! Get out of the way!
I poured in a bunch of that drain cloth stuff. The whole sink started bubbling over.
That's pure acid. It'll leak through the pipes.
I don't know what else to do. All the sinks, the toilet, every drain's backed up.
Don't you have one of those snake things or whatever you call them?
Is this where Sally fell?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Fell so hard I broke the floor. I don't know, Danny, maybe it's time to change out those tiles?
I know this must be hard for you.
Glad you're here.
Makes it easier.
Hey, you're a raging capitalist landlord now? You gotta take care of the place, right?
Think you can squeeze in?
Did Mr. Saren find you?
How long have you been here?
Transferred from Somerville a couple of days ago. I gotta say, I miss the bustle of a parish.
So you're a real priest?
Ordained 10 years ago. Holy orders and everything.
But prayers, communion, how do you get mass?
Nothing's changed for me. I'm still saving souls, just in a different way. Six years ago, I was dying of cancer. Lymphoma. I was 34. In the hospital, as I looked into that abyss, I suddenly knew. I knew. There was no afterlife. God spoke to me like he never had before. Not in words, but in a true and sudden revelation. This life is all we get. It was so clear.
And that wasn't enough for you?
Of course not. I was 34. I wanted to live. A doctor, a very smart and sympathetic woman, pitied me and offered me another option. Don't you see? God saved me. I asked him. I begged him to save me. And he did.
So you think that God wanted you to become a vampire?
Well, if God made everything, then he made vampires too. Jesus himself rose from the dead.
Oh, are you saying that Jesus was a...
Gets you thinking, doesn't it?
Look, I don't care what your perverted theology is, there is no turning in this hospital.
Well, unfortunately, you don't get to make that call.
What does that mean?
Bishop's the one who brought me here.
So it's gonna be a scary year. But it's gonna be okay, alright? It's gonna be fine. I'll see you soon.
What are you doing? With Mrs. Maida?
Excuse me?
I'd appreciate it if you didn't bother my patient. She just had
Hip surgery. Yeah, I know.
She needs all the rest she can get.
Well, I'm pretty sure that chatting with her about her son is not going to endanger her hip.
Her son?
Her son, the youngest, Sunil, he's in Costa Rica for a year, and she's convinced that he's going to be macheted to death by Maoist rebels. I assured her that Costa Rica is a democracy. It's peaceful, and it's very economically developed for the region.
Fascinating. You listen to NPR. Since when are you and Mrs. Maida so tight?
I was taking her down to radiology the other day, and she mentioned that she never gets any visitors, so I said that I would visit her. Is that all right with you?
Well, I guess it beats mopping up vomit and changing urine-scented sheets, right?
Yeah. Well, it would. Except it's my day off.
Sally?
Will you stop it? Sally's not here.
I feel like I could make contact. You remember when she spoke to me?
For God's sake, she didn't speak to you.
She did. Well, I felt her.
Do you even think about how this makes me feel? You constantly bringing her up?
I'm sorry. It's just, if you were there, you would...
Danny? Snaked all the drains. All I found was a hair clog in the shower.
So that was it?
That would cause the drains to be a little slow.
Sorry,
but it
Britt.
wouldn't cause a whole system backup. I don't think it's this either. A rock like that can't back up anything.
It's Sally's ring.
Hey, I thought we were watching a movie.
I lost my engagement ring. It fell.
What?
It was right here. And I was washing my hands and it just slipped down the drain. And I could see it. I tried to reach it and I just pushed it down further.
Why'd you take it off?
It's a little loose. And I was afraid it would slip off with the soap.
Oh, so you just leave it on the sink? You never told me it was loose.
I thought... Danny, come on. You think we can take the sink apart?
Why bother?
What do you mean, why bother?
The ring obviously doesn't mean anything to you. If it's even in there.
Okay, look, it was stupid. Okay? I made a mistake. I shouldn't have left it on the sink. It's just...
I feel like a real idiot here.
Danny.
When else do you take it off? Maybe when you go out with the girls?
Of course not.
You know, maybe you left it in some guy's bed. How the hell am I supposed to know? Oh, I know what this is about. It was too crappy for you, wasn't it?
You know I love that ring!
Then where the hell is it?
I told you it fell!
What was the ring doing in the pipes?
How am I supposed to know?
Maybe the house was trying to tell you something. The house wanted you to have the ring.
Look, Sally was always losing it. Right? She could never keep it on.
The house was trying to tell me how I died.
I told you no recruiting at the hospital.
Well, you don't tell me anything.
Oh, you had to have Saren, right? Because he is just so... What? What? What is he exactly?
Do you know that he died completely friendless, childless, estranged from his parents? Lucky for him, he was exquisitely provided for by the family estate. Pharmaceuticals, apparently.
Okay, so you turned him for the money. Ooh, that is so noble.
When you call for a cleanup, who do you think pays for that? The manpower, the body bags, the bribes to make people turn the other way? We are vampires, you realize, and not magicians.
And turning a priest, that's what? Just relapse?
Well, nobody sells eternal life like a priest.
Since when do you need to sell it? Anytime that you want someone, you just take him. Or her.
That's right. You missed the meeting. I'm only turning the willing now. The influential, the useful, people like Saren and Father Gates. You remember when Lincoln used the Archbishop to sell the Union cause?
I was too busy fighting a war to read the papers.
Yes, you were very young. Well, it turns out all the great monarchs have always had holy men by their sides to consecrate wars.
Boost their egos.
Win over the masses, from Charles I to, hell, George W. Everyone's used religion.
Used it for what?
You remember how we used to say that being a vampire was almost perfect? But the lying, the hiding, the stifling day job to cover our tracks, it was exhausting and tedious. When we have the numbers and we have the power, we won't have to hide. We can live right out in the open.
You're not serious.
Don't tell me you haven't thought about it.
How many times have you drilled it into me? Keep a low profile, blend in, be invisible.
Because we had to. Soon we won't.
What happened to you, Bishop?
You're asking me? I can barely stand to look at you, towering
You're
and weak.
delusional.
Now, I have been very patient and understanding and even helpful during your little experiment, but it is time to wake up, Aiden. We live forever. Humans don't. Do the math. It's evolution. It's nature taking its course.
Yeah, there's nothing natural about us.
Right here. Start to unwind. Don't fall behind. I'll show you
You're so confused, David. You don't even know what you are. You're a vampire playing a human while shacking up with an animal. And a rabid one at that. Of course. How could he tell you?
Tell me what?
Your wolf has a taste for vampires. Muzzle your dog, Aiden, or we will.
Glad you decided to come. Ready? Huh?
Sally?
The house, the pipes. It was me. I was trying to tell myself all along.
What do you mean?
Turns out I didn't just die. Danny killed me. Your face.
It was an accident. What happened?
You never guess it by looking at him. He's so sweet looking, but Danny has a temper. I never let myself see it. He's passionate. That's what I told myself. He's crazy in love with me, and that's why he's so jealous.
Sally, I am so sorry.
We had a fight. He was in a rage. He shoved me. I fell down the stairs.
All these times that he has been here going on about you.
He stood there. He looked at the evidence and walked away. He blamed it on me. Where are you going?
I'll be back.
No, don't.
He is not getting away with this.
Please. Please.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know.
Can you feel it coming? Enjoy this.
I wish I could close my eyes, wake up, and it'd be morning.
This is just the beginning. You and me. Tomorrow we start. We'll find more of us. With your bulbous brain, it'll be easy.
Why would we do that?
A pack, Josh. Think about it. A whole team of us running together, living together, like nature intended.
Nature? Well, you think this is natural?
It'll
What
be
happens?
incredible. Nothing to hide from each other, nothing to fear. Vampires couldn't touch us.
Yeah, but the pack would only make us more dangerous.
Exactly. Invincible. Safe.
What we did last night to those vampires, we never would have done that alone.
They're murdering leeches, Josh.
I don't care. I lost control. I gave in to the wolf. Your wolf. I never want to do that again.
All right. Maybe I pushed you too far. We can take it slower.
I don't want to take it slower. I was going to tell you this tomorrow, after the moon. But I think it's time you headed out.
You're joking.
No. Thank you. I am grateful for everything that you've taught me, but I can manage.
You can't even say transform without looking like you're gonna puke. You keep on talking about the wolf like it's some kind of monster in a fairy tale, like it's not
It
you.
isn't me! It's an infection, a disease!
You don't have to suffer. You don't have to be alone. None of us do.
I think maybe changing together isn't such a good idea.
What? Now you're gonna sulk.
You take the shed, I'll find another place.
I won't abandon you, not while you're still living with that bloodmonger. Now, come on, Josh! It's not safe. We protect each other.
No, we don't. You make it worse for me. You make everything worse for me.
You don't understand. I've been looking for you for 2 years.
Two years.
I wanted to tell you earlier. I'm the one you met on that camping trip.
No.
I'm the one who turned you. I'm the one who gave you this gift.
You can't be.
I was roaming the forest in Maine. I attacked 2 backpackers. One of them died, and one was wounded. Scratch on the shoulder. I checked the paper for days after. I found your name.
You killed my friend!
But you survived. You're the only one, Josh. I've been trying to find you. I've been tracking you ever since.
Why? Why wouldn't you just leave me alone?
I couldn't. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw you lying there in the woods. I couldn't stop thinking. I had to see what was your life like.
My life? My life? I don't have a life! My family, my fiance, my whole future. You should have killed me.
No, don't say that.
Why didn't you?
There were voices, screaming, men coming. You know how it is, just flashes of memory. The wolf is a gift, Josh. I was just like you.
This is not a gift! It's a curse!
Feel it! Feel it! We're faster and stronger than any human!
I don't want to be this!
We're more alive, Josh! We're the best of human and animal!
All this time you've been coaching me, pretending to help me manage my condition! And you're the one who did this to me! What kind of sick freak are you?
I'm your friend.
What do you want from me? What do you want?
I thought if I helped you, if you needed me, you'd let me in.
What are you talking about?
I saw what you have, your house, your friends, your job. I wanted that too. I wanted what I used to have. I had a wife, a son. I lost everything.
Anyone you'd like to pray for? You seem troubled. I'll pray for you.
I've been doing this for over 200 years. You've done it for 6.
Damn it, and you still look 25. Sometimes I think if I just turned a little earlier.
I remember 6. You still remember the faces of the people that you killed? Most of them, anyway. But they are just starting to fade now, aren't they? I have killed so many people that their faces are a blur. I used to think that I would go crazy trying to remember, but when you can't, when there's too many, when it has been too long, that's when it gets scary.
Or liberating.
I've seen people come in here, sit, pray. They seem at peace. Church is a sanctuary, right? Does it mean the same for you now as before you turned?
When there's no one here. When it's empty. I can feel him. Here with me.
I've stopped feeding. And this whole hospital, I need it. I need a place to go where we are not.
So you pick a place full of bleeding bodies to go straight.
I can help people move on to the death that I will never have.
You're lying to yourself. If you want to die, you could end it any time you want. We could do it right now.
Don't fight it. Lean into it. Let it take you.
You want to live. That's okay. We all do. God intended for us to live forever. Adam and Eve were immortal before the fall. It's our natural state. I am the resurrection and the life. He who believes in me will live, even though he dies.
I get it. You're completely unhinged.
The first time we met. I don't blame you. You had no control, you didn't know what you were doing. But the second, you should have stayed away.
All I wanted was to find the last person I had a connection with.
The connection of a murderer to the man he's killed?
You don't know what it's like. I've been so lonely for years.
You expect me to feel sorry for you?
You think you're better than me? You think you won't do what I've done?
I'm not like you, Ray.
The wolf is you, and you are the wolf. The only difference between you and me is that I know what I am. I accept it.
And I never will.
Give it a few years, or 5, or 10. This is it, Josh. It's a life sentence, brother. One day, you'll know what it's like. Everything I'm saying, and you'll come looking for me. Josh!
I'm just a star.
Josh!
I'm just a piece of light.
Who did this? Your psychotic protege. Aiden? Fix me. Aiden can be an animal. I'm sorry, but it is the one flaw in our evolution. Fangs don't grow back.
What am I gonna do? How am I gonna eat?
I told you, we are family. We'll take care of you.
How will I survive?
I'm just a piece of light. I can't wait to be yours tonight.
My God.
Man.
Did you leave the door unlocked?
What? Are you kidding me?
I can't believe this.
Just... Oh, no.
How'd that get there?
I'm gonna check the bedroom.
No, wait. What if they're still here? You should call the police.
Is there a place in your
You guys coming? Dinner.
Whoa.
You remember that neither of us actually eats, right?
Well, fake it, you know? Do what all the anorexic girls in my high school used to do. Push your food around, nibble, pretend to chew, whatever. I don't care. We are all sitting down to a hot delicious meal together. Okay. We have to hang on to some rituals of normalcy.
Divine?
Thank you. See? This is nice. It's been, well, never since we all shared a meal together.
You're right. Thanks, Mom.
Aiden told me. I'm so sorry. Do you know?
There's nothing more to say.
Aiden, how was work? I didn't see you on the shift today. Okay, then.
So, what happened with Ray?
Ray's gone.
And the other night, those, degenerates you rolled?
That's gone, too. Oh, fun tidbit. Turns out that Ray is the one that did this to me. Made me what I am.
You're kidding.
Are you okay?
Oh, yeah, I'm awesome. I'm incredible. I mean, who wouldn't want to meet their were-dad? You pass the salad, please?
Isn't it strange? These laws of attraction. Let me be the one you rearrange. Let's start a chain reaction.